Let's make sure we got everything going. What's going on, Mr. Desmond? How you doing? How's our bells doing? Let me move this over up here a little more so it's a little easier to see. There we go. All right, do that. So, how's everybody doing this evening? Adjust this just a hair. Stretch me out a little bit. There we go. Okay, that should be a little better. All right, Desmond, thank you for that like. Justin, thank you for that like and share. Desmond, thank you for that share. Make sure everything. Yep, microphone's working. Everything's working. Mr. Hightower, how you doing this evening? So I'm kind of sitting a little differently than I normally do, just because I have to have my dartboard set up for this. So tonight we are going to look at the Gran beta app. Now, a few things a lot of people don't realize is this, for people like me, this is not, I don't have a Grand Eye, so it's, you have to enter your own scores. Kind of like Dart Connect app. I played with it a little bit this weekend. I like it. I enjoyed it when I did play on it. The problem is because there's not that many people doing it at the moment. Like the other day, I sat in the lobby, in the global lobby by myself for like an hour, waiting for somebody to pop in, just because there's not that many people doing it. But tonight, after I show you all the app and talk about it a little bit, I actually got a special guest, Mr. Desmond Bauer, who's also a part of the beta test. He's going to join me in the lobby. That way we can play a three-leg medley and actually show you what it looks like. Before I go any further, Mr. Chad Ingham, how you doing? Thank you for that like. Mr. Millsy, thank you for that like. I hope you're enjoying your vacation. Before I go any further, I want to thank everybody. Sometime between last night and this morning, we hit 1,300. We have over 1,300 followers now. So thank you all very much for that. And I'm thinking by Saturday, I'm going to have my computer issues sorted out. So I will be back to my normal Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, my normal Grand Board streams and my DC Night stream. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the Gran app. Show you what it's like. Now, this is another issue that I've been having. I don't know if anybody else has. Is it'll start loading and then it'll freeze. And I'll have to back out and then go back into it. Let me move that around. Let me move this stuff around so y'all can see it a little bit easier. There we go. There we go. So this is what the main Gran app actually looks like. It does have play data. I'm sitting at a BB on, or a B on 01 right now. And it's just like the Grand Board where it's got your last games. I played 6 games on it, so it's got your averages for your last 6 games. You can't do the history yet. That's not open to us. Ranking isn't open to us. Practice analysis isn't open to us yet. You've got local, which is in the bottom left-hand corner. Mr. Gary Rowe, how's it going, buddy? Thank you for that like. It's been a while. I hope to see you on the Grand Board. I hope to see you on the board here soon. But you got local, you got online, you got play data are your only choices at the moment. So I'll click on local, and that'll bring up your 01 where you can play just, at your house, play 01, singles, 2v2, 3v3, blah, blah, blah. You got cricket, same way. Party, you got kick down. and that's the only one that's available right now. But then the rest of these, like Beyond Top, Hyper Bowl, Tic Tac Toe, Baseball, they're all you got to spend your coins on them to get those. Match 01 mixed cricket. It's pretty normal. And then practice. So far, Count Up is the only practice game that is available to us. Um, it looks like they'll have half it target bowl, multiple cricket, pirate spider, target 20 rotation, cricket count up, but none of that stuff is available right now. So, but that's what they got on practice. You got a little menu at the bottom where it's got home, it's got global lobby, it's got practice. Um, you got your profile you can set up, which I really don't have much set up there. I had to. They made me. I had to make a new grand ID for this also. I couldn't link it with my grand board ID, so that's something a little different too. See what else are going to menu settings. Yeah, I haven't really messed with this stuff much. Play data. Same thing. We already looked at that. Device settings. I don't have a grand eye, so it doesn't matter. Grand cam and all. They're going to let you connect a. Looks like eventually looks like they're going to let you connect a grand eye, a grand cam, hue lighting. Uh, Looks like Grandboard might even be running through this device through this app. This might be an overall app. I don't know yet. Grand Mat. So yeah, there's all that. Go back to home. That's pretty much what it looks like. It's nice and simple. It's still trying to work the bugs out of it right now, but yeah. See, it's just there's my rank, my star ranking, one stats. It's cricket stats. I haven't played in cricket yet. I don't even think they've offered cricket yet. But this is a lot like the current Grand app we have for Grandboard. It's really easy to navigate, actually. I have no idea. Oh, that's the camera. Because, why'd I do that? Hang on a minute, yo. Because you have to actually use, like, since we have no Grand Eye, you have to use your rear camera to point at your board. So you don't have a camera pointed at you unless you have a Grand Eye. Then the camera will point at you, and your Grand Eye will take care of your board. Um. So yeah, I mean there we go. Get so the buttons are up. But the app is very very similar to the current Grand Board app. I'm not sure if they're going to have two different apps or if they're going to condense it all into one app because, like I said, this does have. It will eventually have settings for a Grand Board, so they might have this all in one app. Not really sure that does. They are going to eventually have the tournament app, and eventually you're going to have the friends part of it, like you do on the Grand Board. But the thing about this with the Grand Eye is you can use any steel tip board you have or you get. Grand Eye is not available yet, but what they're doing is now, I want to say now through the 15th, if you go to Grand Darts on Facebook, you can fill out an application to get into a lottery. And if your name they're drawing the lottery, I think on the 18th of April. If your name gets drawn in the lottery, then you have 2 weeks to buy. Then you basically win a chance to buy a Grand Eye because they're not out in full production yet. So if your name gets drawn, then you have 2 weeks to buy the pay for the Grand Eye, more or less. The price point on the Grand Eye is $299, which it's a lot cheaper than all the other auto scoring systems out there, I think. How are the bugs going to be with this? I don't know because they're the way the Grand Board is sometimes is it takes a little work to get the bugs out of it. So a lot of people, I've talked to a lot of people, and they're I think they're waiting for a little bit to see what the bugs look like when they actually launch before they bother getting the Grand Eye. I'm going to get one as soon as I possibly can. It won't be right at the beginning of launch, but I am definitely going to get one. So, all right, global lobby. Let's go there. Click on that. Little Beast is in. He's actually waiting on me. But you can pick your game settings. The only game they're letting us play right now, it looks like it's 501. We're set for straight in, double out, random first. Let's go loser for second leg. Got the auto handicap if you want it. Save that. It's been saved. Then you click on that little slide where it says show yourself in the open lobby. And that's actually how you get into the open lobby. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch a few things around on the stream. And we are going to go play a game with Little Beast in the open lobby. So bear with me for just a few seconds here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to, I got to switch microphones too, so give me a second on that. I got to switch microphones too, so give me a second on that. All right. Y'all should, yep, y'all can still hear me on this microphone. So I'm going to set this up. I actually have a tripod for my tablet. It's actually what I use for DC nights too, for tablet. So I'm going to challenge Little Beast. Request. Actually what I use for DC. See if he accepts. So I'm going to challenge Little Beast. Trying to set this up because the score is on the tablet too, so you got to try to make sure you set it up where you can kind of halfway see the tablet while you're playing. Trying to set this up because the score is on the tablet too, so you got to try to make sure you set it up. There you go. So Grand Darts, Little Beast, and I will play like 2-3 leg medleys. Why not? Justice just a hair. There you go. So Grand Darts, Little Beast, and I will play like. All right. Looks like Justice just a hair. Set for random to go first. And you can turn your mic. You can mute your mic. Unmute your mic. You can mute your opponent volume. And you got game volume. Mute your mic. Unmute your mic. You can mute your opponent volume. Video reconnect. Come on. Game volume. There we go. Unmute your mic. No, I don't want to mute my mic. Reconnect. Come on. All right, there we go. Oh, and it's counting down on me. I got 20 seconds. No, I don't want to mute my mic. All right, there we go. Oh, and it's counting down. I got 20 seconds. All right, so that's 52. All right, there we go. Submit score. They actually do have an announcer. All right, so and it'll tell you once you get down to an out what your out is. Submit score. They actually do have an announcer. And it'll tell you once you get down to an out what your out is. They actually do have an announcer. All right, I got once you get down to an out what your out is. All right, give me 1 second. I gotta hide those so we can see everything. I don't know why I got double app on there, but I do. It'll be all right. Hide those so we can see everything. I don't know why I got double app on there, but I do. It'll be all right. So it's 81.
81.
And you could also, for your 81.
81.
And you could also, for your 81.
58. 81.
And you could also. Okay, I know why. There we go. That's why I was sitting like that. Okay. And you can also set your scoring instead of just typing in your overall score for the round. You could actually type in each dart. And I'll try to set that up and show you on the second medley. Scoring instead of just typing in your overall. I'll show you what it looks like. You can actually type in each dart. And I'll try to set that up and show you on the second medley. Scoring instead of just typing in your overall. I'll show you what it looks like. So that's a 60. Over here, type 60. Hit submit score.
60.
So I mean, it's right now it's set up a lot like Dart Connect. Type 60, hit score. Once the Grand Eye launches and it goes wide, then it's going to be a lot different. I actually have quite a few people who got their hands on an early Grand Eye. They've been beta testing the Grand Eye itself for a few months. And I actually have played a few. I've seen what it looks like when you're playing against them. Grandi, they've been beta testing the Grandi itself for a few months. And there is an option to change your score if the Grandi scores are wrong. I have noticed that playing a few people.
55.
And there is an option to change your score if the Grandi scores are wrong. I have noticed that playing a few people. If anybody's got any questions, jump on in and ask them. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and do this medley, then we're going to do one more so I can show you the other score option, show you what it looks like. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and do this medley, then we're going to do one more so I can show you the other score option, show you what it looks like. 26. Dreaded 26.
26.
26. And it'll show whoever's board it is when they're throwing, kind of like the grand board shows whoever's turn it is on the at. And it'll show whoever's board it is when they're throwing, kind of like the grand board shows whoever's turn it is on the at. And it'll show whoever's board it is when they're throwing, kind of like the grand board shows 83.
83.
83.
83.
They do have a shortcuts menu for scoring I haven't messed with yet, so I'll try to take a look at that in a minute.
44.
They do have a shortcuts menu for scoring I haven't messed with yet, so I'll try to take a look at that in a minute. They do have a shortcuts menu for scoring. So you got the shortcuts button, hit shortcuts, it brings up all the different shortcuts. 60. So you got the shortcut 0 shortcuts, it brings up all the different shortcuts. 60. That's how you use your shortcuts. But you got to always make sure you hit submit score for now.
You require.
So that's how you use your shortcuts. But you got to always make sure you hit submit score for now.
You require.
So that's how you use your shortcuts. But you got to always make sure you hit submit score for now. Ah, come on. 25. 0.
25.
Come on. 25. I actually threw absolutely no darts before I started tonight. 0. We actually had a little bit of... I actually threw absolutely no darts before I started tonight. A little excitement. They got the road in front of my house blocked off, so I was actually sitting on my front porch. Cop comes down the road, pulls in my neighbor's driveway, backs right out in the road, and just blocks the road. They got the road in front of my house blocked off, so I was actually sitting on my front porch. Cop comes down the road, pulls in my neighbor's driveway, backs right out in the road, and just blocks the road. They got the road in front of my house blocked off, so I was actually sitting on my front porch. Cop comes down the road, pulls in my neighbor's driveway, backs right out the road, and just blocks the road.
39. You require 153. 39.
But yeah, if anybody's got any questions, go ahead and ask them. Like I said, I want to thank everybody again for helping me get up to 1,300 followers. Hit that like I said, last night. Sometime between the time I went to bed last night and the time I woke up this morning. Helping me get up to 1,300 followers. Hit that like I said, last night. Sometime between the time I went to bed last night and the time I woke up this morning. I should have my other issues fixed on my computer, so I can go back to normal streaming as normal, which I'm really looking forward to. I've missed Coffee and Cricket. Fixed on my computer, so I can go back to normal streaming as normal.
You require 129.
You require 129. I just got the announcer. I wish you could have the voices changed though. No, it does not give you suggested outs either. Well, I don't know. I gotta look closely at it.
79.
Voices changed though. No.
You require.
No, it does not give you
10.
suggested outs either. Right now, it does not give suggested outs like the brand board does, which is fine. I need to work on my math. Right now, it does not give suggested outs. Because when I go play steel tip, I don't have, which is something telling me what my suggested outs are. There we go. Third shot. When I go play steel tip, I don't have, which is something telling me what my suggested outs are. There we go. Third shot. How many darts did you use for the check? I used 3. Confirm. Third shot. How many darts did I use for the check? I used 3. All right, so this will be leg 2. Confirm. This will be leg 2. Really interested to see what all happens when the grand eyes actually hit the market, though, and how much the app will change.
60.
Like I said, I'm wondering if they're going to combine the Grand Board app and the Grand Eye app into one app, and this is what it's pretty much going to be. Like I said, I'm wondering which if they do, I hope they do it slowly. The Grand Eye app into one app. This is what it's that way they can try to work out the bugs in different pieces of it. Which if they do, I hope they do it slowly. The Grand Eye app into one app. This is what it's that way
60.
if they go to a full launch the Grand Eye, can put the Grand Board app in this app all together at the same time and launch it all. That might be a little interesting to see what happens. Can put the Grand Board app in this app all together at the same time and launch it all. That might be a little interesting to see what happens. Can put the Grand Board app in this app all together at the same time and launch it all. 40.
40.
It does keep your 3-dart average. It does tell you how many darts you've thrown so far.
40.
I wish they'd open up cricket. I'd love to play cricket on this thing. But they haven't opened it up yet. I wish they'd open up cricket. I'd love to play cricket on this thing. But they haven't opened it up yet. I wish they'd open up cricket. 26. That's 2 that I've hit tonight.
26.
And 2 legs. 26. 2 that I've hit tonight.
26.
And 2 legs.
26.
2 that I've hit tonight.
26.
And 2 legs.
26. 41. What I kind of do like about this compared to Dart Connect is 41.
with the announcer announcing both players' scores. Is like Dart Connect, typically you're supposed to tell your opponent what you threw, what your score was. With the announcer announcing both. But when I'm streaming and I'm playing random opponents, I usually keep it muted so they can't hear me. So I'm not bothering while I talk. What you threw, what your score was. So that'll make it a little bit easier. When I'm streaming and I'm playing random opponents, I usually keep it muted so they can't hear me. So I'm not bothering while I talk. So that'll make it a little bit easier.
61.
But who all out there that's watching is thinking about getting a Grand Eye when they come out?
42.
But who all out there? I know I will eventually, but you got to have some other things happen first.
42.
Because in order for me to fix my computer issues, so I can go back to my normal streaming, I actually ended up having to
40.
buy a new computer, which just came in this evening. So I haven't even started messing with setting that up yet. I actually ended up having to buy a new computer, which just came in this evening. So I haven't even started messing with setting that up yet. And then I'm going to continue my good shot, Desmond. I'm going to continue my series of posts about the stuff that I use. The next post is going to be about what I use for online play. Not for streaming, but for online play. So I'll show the tablets I use. Next post is going to be about what I use. Tablet holders, that kind of stuff. Not for streaming, but for online play. And then I've had people ask me to do tablet holders, that kind of stuff. Facebook post about what the equipment I use to stream. So I'm going to do that, but I'm going to break that up a little bit. I'm going to break it up, one in just cameras and microphones, one probably for computers, and one for other accessories or something. Mr. Adam, what's going on, buddy? How you doing?
60.
One probably for computers and one for other accessories or something. Mr. Adam, what's going on, buddy? How you doing?
60.
One probably for computers and one for other accessories. That's a ton 40. I think it's my first ton of the day.
140.
Fortunately, this is double out, so I can't do Master out like you can on a Grand Board and go triple 11 for 33. Fortunately, this is double out. Working? All right, well, thank you for stopping in, Adam. Master out like you can on a Grand Board and go triple 11 for 33. Fortunately, this is double out. Working? All right, well, thank you for stopping in, Adam. Second shot, second dart.
All right, little beast. I want to play one more, but I want to set up a different way of scoring this. So, second dart. What is it? 33. All right, little beast. I want to play one more, but I want to score. Different way of scoring this. So. How many darts did I use for the double checkout was 1. How many darts did I use was 2. Confirm that. And then it brings up all your stats. Your how many 180s you had, 160s, 140 plus, 120s, 80s, 60s, and then all the way down to zeros. How many 180s you had. All right, I'm going to end game for a minute, Desmond, and then I'll challenge you back here in a second. All the way down to zeros. I got to remember how I did this last time. Desmond, and then I'll challenge you back here in a second. All the way down to zeros. I remember how I did this last time. Oh, you can do cricket. Oh, they won't let you do cricket right now. There's cricket. Best of, blah, blah, blah. Player select. Okay, save. Save. Back out a second. Blah, blah, blah. Player select. Okay, save. Settings. Back out a second. I was messing with it the other day. Won't let me do that either. Maybe it won't let me do it. I was messing with it the other day. All right, global lobby. Won't let me do that either. Click on global lobby. Maybe it won't let me do it. I was messing with it the other day. All right, global lobby. Won't let me do that either. Click on global game lobby. Settings. And you can pick your own sets. Like if you want to do like one set of 3 legs. Right there. There you go. I think it might be how you do it. Score import mode. Visit and darts. This right now it's set on visit, so I got to input the overall score. Right there. You got that? I think it might be how you do it. Score import mode. Save. This right now it's set on visit. Thank you. Show me in the lobby. You got that? And see Desmond comes jumping back in. And if he does, we'll do one more real quick. Show me in the lobby. And go from there. Comes jumping back in. And if he does, we'll do one more real quick. Yep, there's Little Beast. Yes, I would like to accept the match.
Game on.
And see, this is, if you can see it now, that's what it looks like when you got a score per dart. So you have to actually hit like single, double, triple, and then your number, and then whatever number you hit. Now, that's what it looks like when you got a score. But for those of us who are a little weaker in math, sometimes, and then your number, and then whatever number you hit. See, all right, so it's single 20, single 20, trip 5.
55.
Submit score. Single 20, single 20. I did find out the hard way that I have that echo again. Submit score. I did find out the hard way that
58.
I have that echo again. All right, let's try this. I did find out the hard way that
58.
I have that echo again. There we go. See if that echo goes away. Thank you for that like and share, Mr. Keith. I know Mr. Keith is getting ready to head out to a tournament this weekend. I think you're leaving, what, tomorrow afternoon, he said? So, yeah, so now I got to enter single 5, single 20, single 20,
45.
Submit score. Stuff falling.
81.
So singles 20, 20, 20.
60.
All right. Let's do this. I know what that might actually be.
16.
Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I still use the same one. Never mind. Trying to think of what that echo might be. Just what it was last time. I'm not doing the same thing. 26. 125.
26.
Yeah, this is pretty much what the new Grand app looks like.
$45.
So yeah, everybody, wish Keith West good luck this weekend. Shoot well, have fun. I'm gonna have another review coming up here sometime soon.
60.
I ended up winning a set of QSOL points on a giveaway. Okay, Echo's gone. Okay, good. But I ended up winning a set of QSOL points on a giveaway. So once I get them in, and I'm probably gonna do like a 2-part, just do a quick live thing when I first get them in, look at them, show them to everybody, let y'all know what I think about them. And then I got to meet up with a buddy of mine that can put them in for me because I don't have a repointing tool. That would be low score of the night with the 3. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I didn't hit enter. You say I'm talking too much. I didn't hit enter. All right. Video reconnect. App's having issues. Maybe it's me. No, I don't want a video reconnect.
10.
Okay. So now I got a single one.
3.
There you go. Not sure if it's the app itself, if it's me, or if it's Desmond.
54.
Okay, there it goes. Just looks like the app itself is having a little hiccup and not showing Desmond's board. There's an 85, so we got a 20, 5, and a trip 20.
85.
Submit score. I personally like just the overall score from the visit, not typing in each dart. That's kind of annoying.
70.
But like I said, if you're bad at math,
167.
then you can do it. Oh, well, there's a 7, but I wanted a 57. That's all right. So I got a 20, a 20, and a 7.
47. You require 167.
Yeah, I'm a little excited about the Grand Eye because once I get it and get it all set up, then I might be running 2 steel tip streams a week, do one on Grand Eye and one on Dart Connect,
120.
or every other week. I don't know yet, but I am going to stream on it once I get it all set up. Oh. It's supposed to be over. Actually, I didn't want it over. I was supposed to be single, but it's all right. Single 1, trip 20, trip 7.
82. You require 128.
I actually wanted the single 19. Because that would have left me. That would have left me 40 actually.
32. You require 38.
Double 19.
Game shot.
So yeah. Match preparation delayed. But yeah, that's pretty much the app for the the beta app. But I don't know why. I don't know if it's Little Beast hiccuping or me hiccuping, but that's all right. Or it could be the app. Yeah, I think the app's got hiccups. I'll submit a ticket for it here in a little bit, Desmond. Because it was showing you, like, not showing your camera at all. I don't know if it was showing my board to you when I was throwing. But then, yeah, it was doing that on both sides. I think that's a app hiccup. So, all right, if y'all give me 1 second here. Switch back to my normal settings. First things first. Microphone. Got to change my microphone back. All right, there we go. Go up here. Take that off screen. And then go down here and show that. But yeah, that's it was a great game, Desmond. Thank you very much for playing. I want to thank you for coming on and doing that so we can show everybody how it is. So thank you very much for that. And anytime you want to play, whether it's Grand Board, the Grand Eye app, or Dark Connect, just let me know. We'll work something out. But so yeah, that was pretty much the app. Mr. Russell Kuhn, thank you for that like. Anybody have any questions, comments, concerns, anything they want to say, bring up, on topic, off topic, as long as it has something to do with darts or streams? Turn this thing into a talk show for the next couple minutes if you want. I'm very quiet. I'll try to... There. Is that any better? I don't know. I get the way my dart stanchion is I gotta have my chair turned this way when my dart stanchion's down because it folds up. So I gotta turn my body back into my microphone. I'm just not used to it this way. Slightly, okay. Could be you just need to turn this up a little bit. Okay, there we go. All right, so anybody else got anything? But I want to say thank you again to Desmond for coming on and trying this out so we can show everybody what it looks like so far. Can't hear me at all now? Anybody else having a problem hearing me, or can everybody hear me? Desmond can hear. I'm back now. I don't know what it is. Like I said, the past few weeks I've been having issues with my computer and stuff's been going in and out and not working, cutting off, cutting on. I got that fixed. I just got to actually put it all together and hook it all up before Saturday. But thank you again, Desmond, for coming in, playing, and again, thank all the followers and everybody. We finally hit 1,300 followers between last night and this morning, so thank you for that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If nobody else has anything, I'm going to give it a minute or two, and then if nobody else has anything, we're going to go ahead and end it. And you can always watch this back, because I know there's a couple people that were saying they wouldn't be able to watch it live, but you can always watch it back. Just remember, I do stream on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. I'm trying to build up my Twitch and YouTube followers now. And Facebook's done this new thing where after 30 days, they're deleting live streams after 30 days. And then come June 1st, any of my old live streams before this started, they're going to be gone. So if you want to see any of my old stuff, everything's on YouTube. Everything's saved on YouTube, so you can always go to YouTube, watch any of my old stuff.
right. Well, if nobody has anything else, it's been fun. Thank you very much. Don't forget tomorrow night, check out Birdman Darts. He's on Facebook. We'll be streaming on the Grand board. I'll be back on the Steel Tip board Saturday night at 7 p.m. Eastern for DC Nights. And I'll be back for Coffee and Cricket Sunday morning. So y'all have a good, be safe. Keith, be safe. Safe travels. Have fun this weekend. Enjoy yourself. Do your best. I know you do. Everybody else have fun. Enjoy themselves. And I hope to see everybody Saturday night. Update on Darts for LZ. There you go. That's it's coming along. I'm still working on raffle prizes right now. Got a couple of them in, a couple of them people have guaranteed. I got to send messages out in like 2 weeks. It looks like we've had some small developments. It looks like that for my longest day stream, because I can't pack everybody into my little dart room in here if people want to come help. So it looks like I should know by this weekend, but I think I have secured a local venue for my 24-hour stream. And if everything goes well with that, the stream's actually going to start at 5 p.m. Eastern Saturday night and go to 5 p.m. Eastern Sunday night. So that'll have it'll encompass Coffee and Cricket, and it'll encompass DC Nights. Might have a couple of special guests coming down to hang out with us and help me. I'm going to try to get some local people to come hang out with me and help. So that's the update on that one. I've got right now, other than the longest day, I definitely have 5 other special streams I'm doing. I might even have a 6th one, which I got to find out about that soon, but that'll be the last. I'm not doing any more than the 7 special streams, including the longest day, because that's a lot for that month, especially trying to do a 24-hour stream. And then the other thing, I'm glad you brought this up, Justin, because I actually wanted to let everybody know, is they had I was on a webinar last night for with the Alzheimer's Association, the longest day, and this, that, and the other kind of networking and sharing ideas for fundraising and stuff. So I was looking at my my Darts for Alzheimer's page, and I'm actually gonna see. But anyways, they have the rankings so far for the year, and out of 456 non-corporate groups in the nation, right now Darts for Alzheimer's is sitting 23rd for the most amount raised, which that's a huge thing to me. So, yep, number 23 so far. I will say I'm not planning on catching number 1, because number 1 is sitting at over $100,000 raised so far. I think number 2 and 3 were somewhere like in the $30,000. If we hit 4 or 5, I'm gonna be very, very happy. I'm gonna enjoy that. That's our goal is 4, and I really, really want to hit 5 this year. So that's what we're pushing for. I do know some of the raffle prizes we are going to have is we've got a couple jerseys, just regular jerseys to give away. Sally Kelly donated a $150 gift certificate to Dirty Jersey Darts. So the winner of that gift certificate can use it to get a custom jersey done. They can get a couple stock jerseys through them. Whatever. Billy Darts is donating 2 jerseys. What else? Low Ton Darts. I got to get with them in probably 2 weeks to find out what they're donating, but they're donating something. They just haven't let me know what it is yet. I've got a couple other donations that I'm not sure what they are yet. As soon as I know what they are, I'll let all y'all know. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're standing with Darts for Alzheimer's at the moment. And if anybody, you can always donate any time of the year. with the link on the Darts for Alzheimer's Facebook page. But the fundraising is done through June, so if you want to get into the giveaways, it's all the donations through June. And then I'm going to do what I did last year, where we're going to have a giveaway for each special stream, and you actually have to donate during that stream to even have a chance to win that prize. So pretty much same thing we did last year and the year before. But I was figuring it up, and we are close. I'm going to say 4, 6, 7. We're close to $9,000 raised in 4 years. So yeah, that's a big thing too. Each year you try to go a little bit bigger, a little more, a little bigger, a little more. Before you know it, that's just going to keep going that way. We are still going to do our in-person tournament in November. As soon as my June stuff's done with, I'm jumping right into planning that. Myself and Mia and Mom Frogg are all going to plan that and get that. We've already got the venue for it. We just got to figure out all the other details for it. So, but yeah, I want to thank each and every one of you for everything you do for myself as a streamer, for my page, for my charities, and for all the other streamers out there. With you guys, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. So thank you very much. All right. Well, if there is nothing else, I do believe Lost Boys are streaming tonight. I want to say 8:30 p.m. Eastern is usually about the time they start. So go check them out on that. And yeah, if there's nothing else, I'm going to go ahead and call it a evening, because I got to basically start tearing my desk apart here soon and start getting all my new computer stuff put in. So again, thank y'all very much for everything. And I will see everybody Saturday night, I hope. Thank you.